thing that I asked them, did you book your makeup
Makeup
artist?
My first feature film with Priyanand was English English.
Oh,
It's not about you at all. It's about the bride.
you don't transform her.
Enhancing the beauty and just not transforming on somebody else. Beat Devi, her eyelashes. My God, I was so mesmerized with the beauty.
If at all, you're getting married again, I want Sandy.
Seriously.
It's such a rush. This is more than a crush. Got me feeling so luxe. I think you're gonna love it like I love it.
Hello, lovely brides. I'm Bhargavi, and welcome back to another episode of Vows Wedding Talks from the house of Vows by Siddhusuma. You know what? I'm very excited for today's episode because it's my favorite topic, makeup. Today, we are here with one of the most happening makeup artists who have seen fashion, weddings, and even Oscars. So, stay tuned, guys. We are going to talk about his experiences, achievements, and tips and tricks for the new brides and the photographers. Hello, Sandy.
Hi, Bhargavi. How are you?
How are you? So first thing, are you from Hyderabad?
I am pretty much from Hyderabad. I am a Teluguite. A lot of people don't know. I mean, people get confused that because the way I talk and things like that, I think.
I never knew that you
Yes,
speak Telugu.
Yes, I do.
Can we hear something in Telugu?
Chapandi.
Oh, God, that's sweet.
People make fun of my Telugu also. Somewhere I put a little bit of accent and things like that. I feel, but I don't know.
Suits you.
I think Lakshmi and I like more closer this way.
How did you think of, when did you realize that you wanted to be a
I
makeup
think
artist?
people must have heard this already. I think now into makeup. Before that, I was a dancer. So I
Oh,
was
wow.
into Shamak Davar's full-fledged, the Shamak Davar's Institute
Yes,
for
yes,
Performing
yes, yes.
Arts. And I thought actually I'll become a choreographer. So I was already a dancer when I was in school and college. All the cultural activities, I used to participate and I was the number one to be there and all of that. So because of that, I think all this interest in makeup or beauty. But ever since I was a kid, also I was so drawn towards the actresses on the silver screen. Be it Devi, her eyelashes. My God, I was so mesmerized with the beauty of all the actresses, and I used to really like where these girls would, put makeup on and look so beautiful on screen. But later, I've realized it is not just the makeup. It's not about products. It's not about putting makeup on and things like that. It's just needs to come from within. I think that's when a lot of actresses, they actually uh, get into the character to play such roles and to look more beautiful. And of course, people like you make them all look beautiful. I think that's more important.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me something about your first project. When was it? What was it? And why? How?
So this guy I was talking about, the makeup artist, he was doing a movie called I Am
Okay.
in Kashmir.
Okay.
I think that is when the journey started. And like I said, I met Venki, and then he gave me a chance. My first feature film with Priyanand was English English.
Oh, wow.
Movie was a Bollywood.
Okay.
It was a national award movie.
Yes, yes.
But later I thought, that was the only movie that I worked. And of course, I worked with schedules with Anushka Shetty and Kajol and all of that. But later I decided that I'm not going to continue in movies.
So the boy who's done all the movies, worked for a film industry, why weddings? How, why, and when? I'm curious now.
Weddings happened just like that. While I was doing, one of the brides just called me up and said, "Can you do my makeup for my wedding?" So and then said, "Why not? Let's do." So I had nothing in my mind because at that point I didn't even know what wedding makeup was going to look like.
Oh.
I mean, of course, though you're a makeup artist, but whatever you have sensibilities towards, or at least have a knowledge, and the guidance that I had, and I have an experience as an assistant, that's when I started to do makeup on a bride. It was a simple, just the liner, lashes, blush, lipstick. It's not like
Okay.
how now, but
Now?
otherwise, it was just simple. I think from then onwards, people started to like what I do. Like, I think my genre is very simple and subtle, but now I think people are just to be more aware of makeup, and they wanted to look like the glam hot babe. So like that, I posted my pictures on Instagram. Sorry, not, I think Facebook it was.
Okay.
So, and then one of the girls from London, she called me, and it's just, see, there's a wedding in Tirupati. Do you want to come? So, said, right, why not? So I didn't know what to ask, because will they book my flights? Will they take care of my accommodation? All of that, because everything is new to me.
Okay.
Right. So luckily, she was one of the girls. Her name is Monica. I still remember, and I'm still in touch with her. She took care of took care of me, everything, like
Wow.
flights, accommodation, and I happened to do her wedding on the top of the hill in the morning, and it was just as subtle as it was, and it was simple and so nice. And she was not a Teluguite, but she was marrying to a Telugu.
Oh.
Yeah. So Telugu groom. So it was one of the experiences that I still remember, and I loved. I don't remember the first one, right? But I still remember this Monica. Yeah, the bride
Nice,
Monica.
sweet. I still keep telling my husband, if at all you're getting married again, I want Sandy.
So sweet, so sweet.
I want
You are
Sandy.
so gorgeous. I so love your face. Trust
Thank
me.
you
I think
so
whenever
much.
we're doing, I think Sidhu should listen to that. I think we should, whenever we're doing some beauty shots and all that, you will be my muse.
Oh my goodness, did I just hear this?
Yes,
Coming
truly,
from a
of
pro
course.
makeup artist,
Yes. We need to have
I
time.
will
We
take
need
this
to-
as a very, very special compliment. The reason that I really, really love your makeup is, one, you enhance the bride. Two, you don't transform her. Third, you make our job easy.
Yes.
We don't have to work a lot on the editing of the pictures. So, one of my favorite work of yours till date is like, this is always top notch. The work that you did for our bride Manali.
Manali, yes, I remember.
Oh God, she looked so gorgeous. I still remember that you finished your makeup by around 7-ish, and then I was there at the wedding until evening 7 o'clock, and the makeup just stayed flawless.
Wow.
She looked so beautiful. I was like, why is she so natural? How come she's looking so natural yet so elegant?
I'll tell you. First thing is first, she is the bride, okay?
Yeah.
She needs to take care of her own things. That's more important, without relying on a makeup artist.
Right.
She's utmost with the skin tone. She is just an ardent believer on skin work. Like, she takes care of her skin crazy. She applies serums. She's a skincare. She's the girl who comes with. She's a doctor, of course.
Yeah.
So she really particular about her skincare. So as long as skin is so good, so for us as a makeup artist, the becomes more easy. Plus, she's not the girl. She's not the bride who is more into loud makeup. So she wants to keep it very simple and natural. So that's also one of my favorite looks, of course. I want to keep it very simple, to be honest. For a wedding day, especially, you don't want it to look on like somebody else, like you transform, like you said. I see that's my thing. So I don't want it to. That's my specialty, of course. I don't want to really make them look something else. Just add like how I did it for my first bride. Just add little liner and just mascara and lashes if possible, and then do blush and then lips, and that's about it. I feel,
done.
yeah.
Because,
I don't want it to really struggle. Like, even I would suggest the other makeup artists also, just to not to overthink so much and stress about whether it's going to look good, bad, what. No, just enhance whatever they have. That's the beauty. I mean, you have to just, as a makeup artist, be your own self, and just work on enhancing the beauty and just not transforming on somebody else. So she's absolutely so gorgeous. otherwise.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So, the reason why I picked this topic is whenever, brides come for photography and all, and then the first thing that I ask them, did you book your
Oh,
makeup
makeup
artist? Because for us, it's the most important thing to make our job easy, beautiful, and creative.
So,
Of course.
is it like first the makeup artist and then the photographers? Or is it like
I think it's hand in hand.
hand
I
in
mean,
hand, right?
yeah, I think, yeah, because when they come to us, this is the first question that I'm going to ask, and then I'll ask them, what kind of, because I also want to
Wanted to
understand
know,
how
yeah.
the bride is,
Yeah.
what kind of a look she's choosing for
Wow,
pictures.
such a good
also.
homework, yeah?
Yeah,
I love
oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It almost feels like I'm getting married
Oh,
again.
that's what I think. You have to put yourself in in their shoes
yes,
and
I
then
personally
see
do.
it. Very good, very
So
good.
I asked them, how do you want to look on your big day? Because that also adds a lot of subject to our story as well. So how do you want to look? Do you want to a little bit of elegance, or you want to do something new, something out of the box, and all. Any day, if a bride says, I want a natural look, with a little bit of enhance, and then I don't want to transform into another person, I'll be like, out of my top 5 people, just go for Sandy.
Thank you.
Because,
Thank you.
like I said again, you make our job easy. Plus, I really love the fact that, bride looks at their best in the natural way.
Yes.
More than anything else.
Yes.
That's what I really
Yeah,
like.
yeah. So the most important day of their lives is the wedding, of course.
True.
So for them, it's more important to look like themselves. And
confidence.
People don't choose me for other events except for the wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, so they do particularly for the wedding. I mean, I've seen a lot of brides these days I've come across. They actually wanted me for the wedding and not for the other events. Of course, they do when they have budgets and stuff, but mainly for the wedding. Like I do weddings, then I see what dates are most important auspicious days. If one bride is calling, then I will understand that this date is going to be super busy for the rest of the year or the
Oh.
month or whatever. I think so. That's the most important day of their lives, and to make them look themselves and to feel comfortable and confident is by themselves. You can't. You should not make them feel like, oh, I'm somebody else.
True.
Yeah.
Because it definitely plays a major role. That's what, I keep telling my brides also, that brides are the soul of the wedding. If they're confident, they feel beautiful, they're at peace, they smile. And if they're happy, I mean, of course, if they are happy, the groom is happy. And if
Yes.
they are both are happy, I mean, the wedding vibe, it hits
It
very,
is,
very
it is,
different.
yes.
So I always say that, you are the soul of your wedding. Just make sure his makeup is on point. Don't
wonder-
let that liner mess up your big day.
Great. I wonder not the groups.
No.
Okay. Yes, brides are more important. They spend a lot of money on a makeup artist. And
Because I think, it hits your confidence. That's
Yes.
I mean, see, it's different for everybody, Sandy. See, for me, it's a self-care. That's what is makeup for me. For somebody else, it could be aesthetics. For somebody else, it's like being confident.
Right.
Right? But how do you define makeup as? What is your definition of makeup?
Makeup is like I was discussing about my previous answers or whatever. I used to be literally get intrigued with the beauty, with the products, and all of that. Growing up,
Right.
watching the actresses on the silver screen, is to get inspired with the makeup, with the beauty and everything. So, but later I've understood, so for after so many years that I worked with so many people, so many brides, it's just your inner self. Yeah, don't you think so? When you're happy, when you're so happy, when your inner soul is peaceful, and that reflects on your face, and that's the
course.
true beauty, I feel. And not only just wearing makeup, but also it comes from where you're coming from. I have seen a lot of brides, at least with me, touch wood, I have warmest brides ever. Like,
Oh.
so sweet, so good.
How early should one bride catch hold of Sandy?
How should one?
How early?
Maybe 6 months to a year, I think. Yeah. So, but we never know. I might be available tomorrow. Yeah, but 6 months. So I have bookings for August. I just got a booking for November.
Okay.
Yeah. So it depends again. So I think it's safer to have my dates to 6 months to a year. Yeah.
How do you charge for your makeup? As in, do you charge based on your products, or irrespective of the products, you charge for your work, or how does this pattern work for you?
Time is money.
Yes.
So I based on my time. So I'm there for 2 hours.
Okay.
Whatever, even if it is 1 hour, also you still have to pay whatever the price
Right.
that I want.
So it's not based on the products or anything that you use.
No. It is, of course, the experience that I've come with, the seniority in the business and in Hyderabad. So, yeah.
So what again, when we talk to the brides and all, based on their past experiences, maybe sometimes they'll be like, I had this experience with this makeup artist, that experience with that makeup artist during my whatever event. So the immediate thing what we do is, why don't you get a trial makeup done? And the brides have been telling us that none of the makeup artists is actually
to
giving the trial makeup.
Oh.
Trial makeup. So
Okay.
what do you think about it? Do you do the trial makeup, or are you against, or if yes, why?
It is, trial is also important in a way, I feel, maybe. Because so far that I've done trials is basically just to understand.
So
the
you do
skin tone.
trials?
I do trials,
Oh,
but
wow.
of course it depends on my time. If I'm available, then I do take trials, and of course it's on a chargeable basis. But if they are agreeing on it, then I will definitely do trials. It's just to understand the knowledge as to what you're wearing, what mantika needs to be put, what outfit are you wearing, what sort of look that you want. And I don't give trial like full-fledged trial. It's just a trial and error. That is what trial
Right.
is for. Is this liner suiting? Is this liner not suiting? Or we're going to go like this. But there are rare cases where I did trials, but not like. But off late, I'm not doing trials at all. I'm like no time. First of all, secondly, they believe in me. I'm so glad. So so only at rare cases that I do trials is when I have time.
Okay.
It's just to discuss and things like that. But otherwise, not really.
Okay. So for the big day for the brides, do you kind of decide their look, or they will come with a pre-noted thing that, Sandy, this is what I want, or how does it work?
For me, I wanted to understand the personality. First
Okay.
thing is first. It's not about face. It's not about how they're wearing and all that. I think for you also it's the same thing. I
Of
guess,
course,
right?
yeah.
So I wanted to understand the personality. I wanted to understand how they want themselves to look at on a wedding day. So, of course, I asked them their references first. What do you think of these looks? I mean, if if they're showing me that they want this kind of look, then I understand. Looking at a picture, obviously, when you're experienced, looking at a picture, you know what kind of makeup that you want to. Most of them will take my bride's references, which is good. I like it, and there are brides who wanted to look extremely glam and more. I'm also happy because I like to be versatile. I like to cater their needs, not like, hey, you're a makeup artist, you have a signature style, you need to go with it. No, it's not about that. It's not about you at all.
Right.
It's about them. It's about the bride. I feel that's more important.
So Sandy is just not a makeup artist for us. He's a celebrity makeup artist. That's what we keep hearing a lot.
Yes.
So tell me your experience with working with the celebrity brides. And before anything, I wanted to ask you this: is a celebrity bride extra special than a normal bride?
No, to be honest, I treat everybody the same. Like I said, bride are most important, important for their days.
Okay.
And me as a makeup artist, I need to make them feel more special, feel more loved. Of course, they are. It's more important. I feel that you empathize with the bride. So for me, everybody is equal. I feel, there's nothing like a celebrity or a bride. I mean, everybody. For me, as far as my experience goes, everybody treated me well. I didn't really. I mean, especially with Lavanya and the family, they treat me like a family, of course. So I never had like, you know, you're just a makeup artist and you have to work and things like that. And I have worked in the past with them, and I've worked with her, and I'm so glad that she knew my work, and we've already worked prior to the wedding, and she was glad, and she just told me that I'm getting engaged and then are you available, and I had to literally take time because it's important as well.
True.
Uh, Also, have done Sharvanand's wife's makeup for the reception. In fact, she also asked me if I was available for all the events, which I wasn't. But I was gladly had to do her one of the two of our events, which is
Okay.
good. See, I with the experience with the regular bride also, I feel they're super warm. I mean, I've recently done one of the weddings in. Not the weddings, the engagement in Chennai.
Okay.
They placed me at the same hotel that they put me in.
Okay.
I mean, there was no difference at all. And you come and enjoy the party. You just be there with us. It's so beautiful to treat us like a family. I mean, be it
True.
with celebrity weddings or brides, be it with the regular brides. It's so important that the warmth that they give to us. I mean, it feels so
Experience
special.
matters.
It feels so special.
Yeah.
I've thoroughly enjoyed, though I hadn't have like my friends or anybody, but I really really enjoyed being a part of the weddings. But be it with the Lavanya wedding also, I was a part of it, and I was there for the weddings, and I was there for the other events. Everybody's so so warm. I feel that's more important. That's so
True.
crucial for anybody, be it non-celebrities or celebrities. Yeah.
So, Sandy, from a corporate world to being a part of Oscars, how did this happen? How did you feel?
Like I said, it was a surprise for me. I didn't even know until I landed in Hollywood, so in California. But the moment I landed, the then the so the next day is the Oscars, the video thing, whatever is gonna happen, and today she was sending me, this is what it's gonna be like. I'm talking about, I have to be a part of it, and being a makeup artist, you need to help us, Ramcharan and Upasana, getting ready part, and I have to be there as a makeup artist to be a supporter and stuff. So I didn't even know. Then I saw a video of one of the celebrities. Then I thought it will not be for me. Why would I want to be there? I mean, it's all us. I thought it's just going to be getting ready and taking pictures. I didn't even know that's going to be like video and all that. So it's definitely surprising, and being a part of Oscars is an amazing thing, and I am really proud for the fact that I am from nowhere, of course, from a part of a corporate family to someone who not witnessed but being a part of is definitely a blissful moment, and it was definitely thrilling, and also winning Triple R is also a proud moment for all of us, for all of our
True.
Telugu audiences and Telugu industry. It is definitely, uh, uh, I feel that it's very lucky and also very blissful.
So, I have a tricky question. So, touchwood, we never had a problem with any of the photographers, entering the green room or something like that. But we keep hearing this a lot. This makeup artist doesn't allow the photographer. That makeup artist doesn't allow the photographer. But I was really curious to know what would have been the perspective on the other side. I mean, a validation on your side. If do you allow? If yes, well and good. If no, why do you not allow the photographers? Is there any, how does it work? Like, how does it go?
So, Bhargavi, it's not about not allowing. I personally want people to do their jobs. Of course, they do, which is fine. But I personally, to be honest, in my experience, I think a lot of photographers do come they just be right in the ears when I'm just doing the eye makeup. Can you beat that? Can you imagine that way?
Right.
When they want to actually take that shot, like, let me do my job. Let me just be at a peace and just interact with her, try to know her, like how a photographer wants to know everything about
True.
it. Um, See, I don't mind she conversating with 10 different people, but as a makeup artist, I want the bride to just to be there because first of all, time crunch. You're just given like 2 hours time when there's so many factors that come into picture, like bride will come late, and then she wants to sit and she wants to get ready faster. And when somebody's coming, and then photographers especially, they're coming and then just taking pictures and then trying to evade my territory, it's annoying for any makeup artist for that matter, including me. I do. In fact, gone are the days that I used to allow photographers, but there was a point where, literally you don't have time at all at that point in time. It's so time crunch. You're just given like 2 hours time. Forget about 2 hours. I mean, 1 hour you want the bride to get ready, and you have to do everything and in perfection. Now you tell me. Okay, for example, if I'm working here and my brush is here, and the friend is sitting there, yeah,
Right.
you're turning your head, and then just how am I supposed to do the liner in no time? You tell me. You rather sit in front of it, like you remember that
Yes.
Chennai wedding that we
Yes, yes,
you
yes.
I asked you to sit in front and then talk. Okay, then they had literally didn't have time at all. See, for bride, it's never too early or late. It's no time at all for them. I mean, we take a lot of time to get the bride ready. We want like the bride look to be perfect, and it's never enough of time for the bride or makeup artist or photographers. Even you guys want to take more and more and more pictures to get
True.
the right. So it's the same case with us too, I feel.
I think the photographers also come from a pressure where the muhurtam doesn't stop for the world. For anybody. The muhurtam where the bride has to leave doesn't stop. And the bride also needs to give that 2 to 3 hours for you guys to make sure you do your art at your best. To make sure the pictures turn out to be good. So I mean, a lot of brides, the late brides, they come late, and then you end up taking 3 hours or 2 hours, and they need to end up giving those few hours, and the muhurtam is not going to be delayed or moved or pushed on. And what is squeezed in between is the
Is when you
portraits.
get time.
Yes. So I'll share you this one incident where it's with you again, where not one, actually many of those weddings where even if my brides are late, I just come and like, Sandy, can you send her for portraits? And you'll be like, yeah, let me do a little bit. Maybe you can take her for the portraits, and you can always come back and I'll do the rest. I mean, that actually worked for us. I mean, why is this something that can easily be done for all the brides, or how does it work in real? Because this has never been a problem for us, because you were always accommodative. You always send the bride with a minimal makeup for the portraits, and then she's back, and then you do the rest
Yeah,
work.
we've worked like that in
Yeah.
one of the weddings. The other celebrities' weddings that we've done, I had immense calm at ease. You remember?
True, yes.
I mean, I had no problem at all with. There were so many people. It's not only you, but other photographers also came in and were just starting to take pictures, because I feel even for bride also and for you guys also, it's the most important thing. For you, for us also, it's the same thing.
How
Also
do you
has to
handle
be
the late and lazy brides?
bride needs to be accommodative. See, there were there was one instance where I'm getting late for another bride. See, I don't take up like squeeze in time moments with the brides. I wanted to give enough time. I try to do that, but if something or the other comes, everybody is a business for people. Everybody wants to be a part of here and there and all of that.
True.
So when you're at that threshold, everybody has to understand their time, their space. I think that's most important even for the brides also. Like I said, I have brides who woke up at 2 a.m. and started to get ready. It's just due respect and out of the kind of work that I have done so far.
But do
The
you tell
irritating
your
part-
brides, for as of like how long are you going to take? Because this is a never-ending question. I'm sure most. I mean, I'm very sure about it. But most of the brides do not know that. When we ask them, just give them 2 to 3 hours for do their art beautifully, and that is only if they can work their best. We can, it'll make our job easy. That's what we kind of tell, and then they'll be like, 3 hours? I thought we'll just finish off in 1 hour.
No.
So a lot of brides actually went
Think.
till the main, till their big day, assuming that it would take 1 hour, and they actually allotted 1 hour, which they ended up, coming late for the portraits and everything. The rest of the story.
Yeah, I mean-
So do you actually tell them, this much time is what I take, and then this is when you have to be ready and all?
yes. 2.5 hours is the max that my job is, because I work simultaneously. Hair and makeup will happen at the same time, but I take care of the hair. So we start off with the hair initially, and then come for the makeup, because makeup has to sustain a long time, and then comes the sari and all that. That time you can come. You guys can come, enjoy, and watch how she's getting ready and all that.
So like I said again, what are the trends that are running in the makeup industry, like, right now, of the bridal looks and all? How is it? At one point of time, it was all this. The transformation kind of look was very trending, and then I think again we've moved on to the most natural look, and then now what's running now? What's trending now?
So transformation is still there. If you've seen North brides, they're fully transformed. So, but in South, at least they are decent. They're not. They don't want to get into loud makeup and look so out of the world, or they're conscious, because I think our South Indians are more like not. They come from a nice background. I'm not saying against anything, but it's a culture differences.
True, yeah.
It's we are more orthodox in nature. We have our values and stuff. So even if a little makeup goes a long way, so they don't want more. So they wanted to keep it
Right.
less and minimalistic. That has been there ever since I have worked, and I still, people ask me to have more natural look. Like how I did for Lavanya's makeup, and she doesn't want to have any beige or anything like that. And I just did a very little, and then it worked. So that really came out nice. I mean,
was
with the pictures,
beautiful.
yes. But that's for the wedding. But for the cocktail, I had to do heavy,
Right.
based on the events that they are in, and if it is a cocktail or reception and all that. Reception, you have to understand. So reception is mostly, you have to look at people at a right, like directly, and then
Right.
interact and greet them and all that. So that is, you have to keep that as natural but yet glamorous, because of the reception outfit and look and all that. But if it is cocktail, it's more fun. It's just, it can be glam. So that's my take on it.
Take on it,
I
okay.
would wanted to keep the like how Alia looked so natural.
Yes.
So that's my forte. Even Lavanya, when I worked on her, and she wanted to keep it very natural on the base, and we'll just keep the eyes more, dramatic, or maybe a little bit soft smoky. That really worked, and so that's what I choose, to keep it more natural yet beautiful at the same time, but to look like themselves. So that's how it is.
All right. Nice. So, like I said again, few of my brides were from the getting ready until the wedding is done in the evening. They look flawless, and the makeup just stayed, until then. So, do you suggest any products for the makeup longevity, or what kind of products do you suggest? Any care that you actually ask them to do for the for the makeup to stay long?
It's important. So first of all, I do everything long lasting
Okay.
products. So I choose, because different texture, different skin types and all that. So based on that, I choose something which is all types, skin types, and something which is long lasting, because these are the important days where the makeup needs to stay for long. So they would have their own products anyway, but I when they have their own products, then I will take few products. This is what you need to keep them aside for any touch ups and all that. But luckily, like a lot of people have, like you only in fact told that the makeup stayed for a longer time. So which is like the products that I use are very long lasting. So I don't want it to jeopardize for the fact that I don't want to keep it minimalistic but not stay for long lasting.
Right.
Even if you take a little bit of makeup or a foundation, if you're working on the whole face, even if a little product, as long as the bride is comfortable, but make sure that is long lasting. So be it eyeliner or be it lipstick, so choose something which are like that. And in the middle of the bride, if she wants to do a touch when there's no makeup artist, they can use blotting papers, they can use a compact powder and a lipstick. So that should be good, because out of that they will not have much time
Much
to
time to
even
do anything.
anything. Of course, just a dab dab dab,
Dab,
and
dab, dab,
yeah.
yeah,
And of
right.
course they need to put an AC or somewhere, like a small fan on the mother, where they would not feel
Sweat
sweaty and
and
all
yeah,
that.
the
So
makeup just
because
dropping away. All
yeah.
right. So, how about the destination weddings? For us, destination weddings are are our most favorite,
Favorite?
yet very challenging. Because all the challenges in the world just randomly appear only during the destination weddings are happening.
Yeah.
Everything, every small problem just comes into existence for us.
Yes.
So how is it for you with the destination weddings? Any last minute problems or any the unplanned things, or how do you work on the last minute challenges with the destination weddings?
So, for example, take Lavanya's wedding only. So, we didn't, we don't get Malipulu around. You need to be prepared for
Yay!
it.
Okay.
I mean, in fact, she only suggests me you get like those fake flowers. I mean, yeah, that really works. I mean, of course, decor can give us,
Right.
but we want Malipulu. You don't get Malipulu over
Malapur
there,
over
anyway,
there.
right? So these are the things which are most challenging. Of course, my extra luggage. Yeah, because I need to take care of everything, hair, makeup, and whatever the assistants and drapists and all that are going to be there. Um, but otherwise, they're so accommodative. They give everything, for us what we want, which is nice. So the challenging ones are more like I. There's nothing like I'm all set.
Oh.
Even if I travel, I think twice, because the extra luggage I was talking about, I
Right.
carry extra stuff. Because
Okay.
I'm more like I give my 200% if
All
there's
right.
1000%. Yeah.
All right. Nice. True.
But I love the videos that you guys take. It's
Thank
so
you.
good, so good. I literally had one of the brides literally had tears in my eyes. I was telling
Oh.
the Sidhu
Okay.
about the same. It's so beautiful. The background music, the guy who's talking about how whatever the relationship was and things like that. It's so magical.
Who else work do you also admire?
Other makeup artists?
Yeah.
Should I take names?
Your wish.
I love Afsha Rangila's makeup.
Okay.
I don't know, she has the magic. I mean, we were friends for the longest time, and
Oh.
then she grew up to become a best version of herself. And art is amazingly beautiful. And there's Meera Sakrani from Delhi, she's also amazing. But otherwise, I don't have, it's just, for every makeup artist, I feel that's something to take. As
True.
an experienced person, also, there's no like stop for learning. I like everybody's work. I feel everybody's doing their own jobs and then becoming the best version of themselves and doing their best, and that actually comes through the pictures and the way they, I see the on Instagram their work and all that. It's absolutely fine. So I have no, there's nothing like bad, but there's more to work on themselves and their art, but everybody's doing good, I feel, these days. Yeah.
So any tips, any quick tips for the upcoming makeup artists,
Quick
the
tips.
newcomers?
Yeah,
Anything that
you see, first and foremost thing is being humble. That's where it takes the places.
Places.
Being patient. It's not because I worked with so many years. I have so much of patience, and I still have patience. I still feel nervous when I first time meeting a bride and working on them. I'm still the same as when I was working when I was in my initial days. So that's more important. Of course, you need to upgrade your skills,
Right.
know more about products and knowledge and things like that. Techniques one needs to learn. Um, for example, if the eye makeup is running away, what needs to be done to fix?
All right.
You know, the trends, ongoing trends. But again, don't follow the trends, but of course, keep your own authentic style of working, of your artistic
All
skills.
right.
So, like, I have my own, but of course, at the same time, very versatile. I accommodate people. I like to know their style, and based on it, I work. But mostly, 90%, I have done like brides who are simple and nice and so classy and elegant. I'm so happy. Yes.
Great. It was
Yes.
lovely to know a lot
Right?
about you and lots of stories
Thank
about
you.
brides.
Wow. We have spoken a lot.
Oh yeah, I
Yes.
haven't realized that time just passed
No problem.
by.
No problem.
Nice.
I enjoyed.
I'm glad.
thoroughly
I'm glad that you're here, and I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you, Sandy.
So sweet.
Thank you so much for being
Absolutely.
here.
And I can't wait for us to work. I mean, for me to work on
Again?
you. Yeah,
Again and
I mean,
again and
I will-
again.
we will definitely take one nice pictures and reels and
Definitely.
stuff like that. Actually, I have that in my mind, but I'll tell you, I think I'm on a relaxed mode now. I don't want it to work until the wedding season starts. When we have a break is when we
Definitely.
But
But thank you so much for
absolutely.
being here.
And
We
I
love your presence.
What you guys are doing these days, it's absolutely magical. Keep doing what you're doing and wish you best.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Right, that's a great show with Sandy. And here we are at Vows Wedding Talks, where we talk about love, life, and everything in between. So I'll be mentioning Sandy's channel here on the link. Please do follow for his amazing work.
Thank you. Yes. So sharpen your wings, add some highlights, hit the subscribe channel, and follow for more.